What if the key to a long, happy, and meaningful life wasn't something you had to search far and wide for? What if it was already within you, waiting to be uncovered? Here's a surprising fact. In Okinawa, Japan, people live some of the longest and happiest lives in the world. Many of them wake up each morning full of energy and purpose, driven by a concept they call Ikigai, their reason for being. Now think about your own mornings. Are you excited to start your day? Or do you feel stuck, living for the weekend, or just going through the motions? Imagine if you could break free from that monotony and wake up every day with purpose, joy, and a clear direction. Today, we're diving into Ikigai, the Japanese secret to a long and happy life, by Hector Garcia and Francesc Morales. This philosophy has transformed lives around the world, and by the end of this video, you'll learn not just what Ikigai is, but also how to uncover your own. What is Ikigai, and why should you care? The word Ikigai comes from two Japanese characters, Iki, meaning life, and Gai, meaning value or worth. Together, they mean a reason for being. Unlike the fleeting goals we often chase, like buying a new car or getting a promotion, Ikigai is deeper. It's about finding the intersection of what you love, what you're good at, what the world needs, and what you can be paid for. Let me tell you about Hiroshi, an Okinawan fisherman. Hiroshi isn't famous. He doesn't earn a six-figure salary. But every morning, he's out at sea before sunrise, pulling in nets of fish and sharing stories with fellow fishermen. His work supports his family, contributes to his community, and brings him immense satisfaction. For Hiroshi, fishing isn't just a job, it's his Ikigai. Now think about your own life. Do you have something that feels this fulfilling? Or are you still searching? Before we dive deeper, don't forget to subscribe to Mindset by Frankie. If you're interested in exploring life-changing ideas and practical tools to transform your life, this is the place for you. Hit that subscribe button and join our community of curious minds. Finding your Ikigai involves reflecting on 4 key questions. Let's break them down, and as we do, think about how they apply to your own life. 1. What do you love? Your passion. Close your eyes for a moment and think about what makes you truly happy. When do you feel most alive? Maybe it's cooking, teaching, writing, or helping others. These are the moments when time seems to disappear because you're doing something you genuinely enjoy. As a child, Maya loved sketching. But as she grew older, she was told to focus on real careers. Her sketches became doodles, and eventually she stopped drawing altogether. Years later, while working a stressful corporate job, Maya picked up a sketchpad again. The joy she felt reminded her of who she used to be, and set her on a path to become an illustrator. What about you? Is there a passion you've set aside, thinking it wasn't practical? Could revisiting it bring you closer to your Ikigai? 2. What are you good at? Your strengths. We all have talents, but sometimes we undervalue them because they come so naturally to us. Maybe you're great at organizing events, listening to others, or solving complex problems. Often, the things we're good at are the foundation of our purpose. But here's a common misconception. You don't have to be a world-class expert to include a skill in your Ikigai. Take Riku, for example. He's not a Michelin star chef, but he's known in his neighborhood for making the best ramen. His talent lies in bringing people together through food, and that's where his Ikigai lives. Now ask yourself, what are your strengths? And if you're not sure, what's one skill you'd love to improve? 3. What does the world need? Your mission. This question shifts the focus outward. In Okinawa, the elderly remain deeply connected to their communities, often teaching younger generations traditional skills like weaving or farming. Their purpose is tied to helping others thrive. Think about your community or the world around you. Is there something missing that you can provide? Maybe it's spreading kindness, solving a local problem, or even mentoring someone who needs guidance. When your passions and talents meet a real-world need, you're not just living for yourself, you're contributing to something greater. 4. What can you be paid for? Your vocation. This part of Ikigai acknowledges a practical reality. We all need to support ourselves financially, But here's the beauty of Ikigai. You don't have to choose between purpose and profit. Take Aya, who loved creating pottery. At first, it was just a hobby. But when friends began asking to buy her pieces, she realized she could turn her passion into a small business. Today, she earns a living doing what she loves. Ask yourself, is there a way to monetize your talents without losing the joy they bring you? Putting it all together. Where the magic happens, Ikigai exists at the intersection of these 4 questions: what you love, what you're good at, what the world needs, and what you can be paid for. Finding it is a journey, not an instant realization. It takes time, experimentation, and reflection. Start by writing down your answers to these questions. Then look for patterns. For example, if you love teaching, are skilled at public speaking, and your community needs better education resources, your Ikigai might involve starting a tutoring program. Remember Hiroshi, the fisherman? His Ikigai isn't flashy or complicated, but it's deeply fulfilling because it aligns with all 4 areas. The Okinawan Blueprint for a Fulfilling Life. The people of Okinawa have a secret, a set of principles that enable them to live long, happy, and deeply fulfilling lives. These habits, which align closely with the philosophy of Ikigai, offer profound lessons for anyone seeking greater balance, health, and joy. Let's explore each principle in more detail, unpacking how you can integrate them into your own life. 1. Stay active, never retire. In many cultures, retirement is seen as the ultimate goal, a time to rest after decades of hard work. But in Okinawa, the concept of retirement doesn't exist in the traditional sense. Instead, people continue to engage in meaningful activities for as long as they are able. Whether it's tending their gardens, running small businesses, or teaching their grandchildren the wisdom of their ancestors, Okinawans find ways to stay active and connected to their purpose. For example, imagine an 85-year-old Okinawan farmer named Kenji. Every morning, he rises with the sun to tend his small vegetable patch. It's not just about growing food, it's about maintaining a routine, staying physically active, and contributing to his family's meals. Staying active doesn't mean you need to work in the same way you did in your younger years. It means finding activities that give your life structure and meaning, whether it's volunteering, learning a new skill, or pursuing a long-neglected hobby. Physical activity keeps your body healthy, while purposeful work keeps your mind sharp and your spirit engaged. How you can apply it. Identify an activity you enjoy that involves movement, like gardening, yoga, or walking. Consider a passion project or part-time work that aligns with your Ikigai. Volunteer in your community, helping others while staying engaged. 2. Practice slow living. In today's fast-paced world, we often rush through our days, juggling tasks and multitasking until we're exhausted. But the Okinawans take a different approach: slow living. They approach each task with intention, whether it's cooking a meal, cleaning their homes, or enjoying tea with friends. Picture a group of elderly Okinawan women sitting under a tree, weaving baskets. Their hands move slowly, deliberately, as they laugh and share stories. To an outsider, it might seem like a simple activity, but for these women, it's an act of mindfulness and connection, a way to be present in the moment. When we slow down, we reduce stress and create space to appreciate the small joys in life. Tasks that might feel mundane, like folding laundry or preparing a meal, become opportunities for mindfulness and even creativity. How you can apply it. Start your day with a calming ritual, like journaling or meditating. Break larger tasks into smaller, manageable steps, focusing on one thing at a time. Turn everyday chores into moments of mindfulness by paying attention to your actions, such as the sound of water while washing dishes, or the feel of fabrics while folding clothes. 3. Follow the 80% rule. The Okinawans have a saying, Hara Hachi Bu, which translates to, eat until you're 80% full. This practice isn't just about portion control, it's a mindset of moderation and mindfulness around food. Imagine sitting at a family dinner in Okinawa. The meal is simple but wholesome: freshly cooked rice, sautéed vegetables, and grilled fish. Everyone eats slowly, savoring each bite and pausing frequently to enjoy the conversation. No one rushes to finish their plate or goes back for seconds out of habit. By stopping before you're completely full, you avoid overeating, which can lead to sluggishness, weight gain, and other health problems. This habit also helps you tune into your body's natural hunger and fullness cues, fostering a healthier relationship with food. How you can apply it. Serve smaller portions to yourself and eat slowly, putting your fork down between bites. Remove distractions, like phones or TV, during meals to focus on the experience. Pause midway through your meal and ask yourself, "Am I satisfied?" If the answer is yes, stop eating. 4. Build strong relationships. Community and connection are at the heart of Okinawan life. The people here don't just live next to each other, they truly live with each other. They form tight-knit social groups called Moai, which are lifelong networks of support. Whether it's helping each other with daily tasks or simply sharing stories and laughter, these relationships provide emotional, practical, and even financial support. Take Yoshiko, an 82-year-old Okinawan grandmother. Every afternoon, she meets with her Moai for tea. They discuss their families, reminisce about the past, and share advice for the challenges they face. If Yoshiko ever needs help, whether it's fixing her roof or preparing for a family celebration, her Moai is there for her. Loneliness and isolation are growing issues in many parts of the world, but strong social bonds can protect against depression, anxiety, and even physical health problems. Relationships give us a sense of belonging, support, and joy. How you can apply it. Schedule regular time to connect with friends or family, even if it's just a quick phone call. Join a community group or club to meet new people who share your interests. Be proactive in offering support to others. Small acts of kindness can strengthen your relationships over time. The Okinawan lifestyle teaches us that fulfillment doesn't come from extraordinary achievements or material wealth. It comes from small, intentional habits that bring meaning, connection, and joy to our lives. By staying active, slowing down, practicing moderation, and nurturing relationships, we can create a life that not only lasts longer, but feels richer and more rewarding. Which of these principles resonates most with you? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to share how you plan to bring these habits into your daily routine. If today's video resonated with you, I recommend Emotional Intelligence: Why It Can Matter More Than IQ by Daniel Goleman. This book dives into how understanding and managing your emotions can lead to stronger relationships and greater personal fulfillment. Concepts that align beautifully with the Okinawan principles of connection and mindfulness we explored today. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with friends, and subscribe for more life-changing insights. Together, we'll continue uncovering the wisdom and tools to live our best lives. Until next time, stay curious, stay purposeful, and keep moving forward.